Today is Wednesday the 23rd of February. This week on Battle Drill Daily Devotionals, we're discovering what our limits have to say to us as human beings. Through the passage Lamentations chapter 3, verses 1 to 33. Let's read it together. Today we're reading it from the Message translation. God locked me up in deep darkness. I'm the man who has seen trouble coming from the lash of God's anger. He took me by the hand and walked me into pitch black darkness. Yes, he's given me the back of his hand over and over and over again. He turned me into a skeleton of skin and bones, then broke the bones. He hemmed me in, ganged up on me, poured on the trouble and hard times. He locked me up in deep darkness, like a corpse nailed inside a coffin. He shuts me in so I'll never get out, handcuffs my wrists, shackles my feet. Even when I cry out and plead for help, he locks up my prayers and throws away the key. He sets up blockades with quarried limestone. He's got me cornered. He's a prowling bear tracking me down, a lion in hiding ready to pounce. He knocked me from the path and ripped me to pieces. When he finished, there was nothing left of me. He took out his bow and arrows and used me for target practice. He shot me in the stomach with arrows from his quiver. Everyone took me for a joke, made me the butt of their mocking ballads. He forced rotten, stinking food down my throat, bloated me with vile drinks. He ground my face into the gravel. He pounded me into the mud. I gave up on life altogether. I've forgotten what the good life is like. I said to myself, this is it. I'm finished. God is a lost cause. I'll never forget the trouble, the utter lostness, the taste of ashes, the poison I've swallowed. I remember it all. Oh, how well I remember the feeling of hitting the bottom. But there's one other thing I remember, and remembering, I keep a grip on hope. God's loyal love couldn't have run out. His merciful love couldn't have dried up. They're created new every morning. How great your faithfulness. I'm sticking with God. I say it over and over. He's all I've got left. God proves to be good to the man who passionately waits, to the woman who diligently seeks. It's a good thing to quietly hope for help from God. It's a good thing when you're young to stick it out through the hard times. When life is heavy and hard to take, go off by yourself, enter the silence, bow in prayer. Don't ask questions. Wait for hope to appear. Don't run from trouble. Take it full face. The worst is never the worst. Why? Because the master won't ever walk out and fail to return. If he works severely, he also works tenderly. His stockpiles of loyal love are immense. He takes no pleasure in making life hard, in throwing roadblocks in the way. Amen. Do you like waiting? I'm not sure that any of us do. We hate waiting for food, for drink, for buses, for traffic. We hate waiting for people. We finish other people's sentences for them. We talk too fast. We love to be in control. Waiting on God when life is confusing is one of our greatest challenges. But that's what Jeremiah suggests. Amid affliction, he takes time to stop and to wait. He thinks about what is happening. He grieves over his loss. He says, "It is good to wait quietly for salvation from the Lord." Why? Because our waiting shows we understand that God is in control. We are not. Too often in our lives, we try to play God instead of letting God be God. When we are stuck in the confusing in-between, when we're not sure about what is going on and why, it can be frustrating. Often, understanding our situation can prove elusive. Finding a quick solution is out of the question. We simply have to learn to wait on God. He loves us. He is faithful. He has not abandoned us. One day, He will act. Will we be ready? As we think about that today, you might want to use these questions. How quickly do you move on from Good Friday to Easter Sunday? What might that have to say about your willingness to wait on God in the confusing in-between? And I hope to see you tomorrow for another battle drill.